What is up? My name is Sam, and today we are going to be talking about what is next for Conor McGregor, and mostly what is next for Sugar Sean O'Malley, and can the Notorious Sugar Show happen in December? Let's talk about it. First, we're going to have two cards. We're going to talk about two cards that I made, and one's going to be with, of course, Conor McGregor and Sugar Sean O'Malley, and the next one is going to be without Conor McGregor, because it is, we don't know. It's in the air. Conor McGregor's been talking about this day, or this month he can fight, this month he can fight, the next year, and I'm not sure. He's just tweeting at everybody. He's tweeting at Gaethje, and then now everyone's talking about him and Ferguson because he's tweeting at Ferguson, and was like, oh, what if them two fought? And it's just, I don't know what it is at the end of the day. I hope it can happen. UFC 296 in T-Mobile Arena with Conor McGregor as a main event, and then Sugar Sean O'Malley as a co-main event. And I know you're thinking it's weird. Why would you put the champion at the co-main event? But I mean, Sugar Sean's already shot his shot at Conor McGregor, talking about T-Mobile Arena December, you co-main event, me co-main event, and he knows what he's doing. He gets those pay-per-view, he gets the money from those pay-per-view buys, and he knows if him and Conor are on there in the same card, it's a lot of money that's going to be made, and I don't blame him. I don't blame Sugar Sean O'Malley playing this game. So I'm going to tell you this card, the stack card that we want. I have the Sugar Show card without, Sugar Show Cheeto Vera 2 card on the side that we'll talk about last. But of course, the first card we're going to be talking about is the Notorious Sugar Show pay-per-view 296 Dana White. I'm ready to sit next to you whenever you need me, y'all. Send this to him, whatever. I'm ready. Send this to him. I'm ready to sit next to Vegas with you during these fights. It's first fight of the main card. We're only doing main cards. First fight, we're gonna have Ricky Simon versus Adrian Yanez, starting off two bantamweights on the low end of the top 15. Two fighters that are coming off a loss, and they both really need a win. So here, why not have them two fight each other? And one of them really needs to push. And boom, hopefully they jump up to a top 10 or at least a number 10. And I would be really excited for this fight here. Two guys that aren't afraid to throw down. And then Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. And I was really hesitant about putting Paul Craig, but he did call him out in his last fight. And I mean, I would just want to see Bo Nickel, amazing fighter that he is, to see him in the top 15. And next, I mean, other two people that I wouldn't mind Bo Nickel fighting is Andre Petroski and Brian Battle, both guys from The Ultimate Fighter. And then, I think that's about it. And then if not, I think Paul Craig or anyone, because I think Paul Craig is number 13 or 14. Yeah, I think he's number 13 or 14, so it doesn't really make sense. And I don't think you should throw with him in the top 10. Which I think there you could start getting a little too dangerous for him, and at least for now. And of course, the next fight we're here, light heavyweight championship contenders. I mean, this fight is originally supposed to be, it might be in UFC 295, but we haven't heard anything of that. It might be, it could be a little too late. The fighters might want to have a new chance, and that's I have Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev, two big heavyweights. Possibly right here, the next contender for whoever wins between the unofficial / official light heavyweight championship bout between Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka. And here, I mean, two heavyweights throwing it down. Ankalaev has not fought since the Blachowicz fight, and of course he was not very happy about this decision being a draw. He really believes that he won. I personally kind of think that he won that fight, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you got to keep fighting. And here, you got with an exciting Johnny Walker to put on this card. Johnny Walker, Ankalaev, light heavyweight championship contender right here. And of course, the co-main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto Vera 2, of course. And Cheeto Vera makes more sense. And I don't want to say it's an easier fight, but I think it's the fight that sells more because it is the ghost that is in Sean O'Malley's closet. He has that loss against somebody, whether Sean O'Malley wants to, agree with it or not. It is what it is at the end of the day. And if he can beat Cheeto Vera and get that, get the ghost out of the closet, I mean, it just makes the story sweeter. And I don't mind that because Corey's hurt. He's going to be out 6 months, and it's going to take, and it's just for him just to be able to be active after 6 months, and then he still has to physical therapy and retrain the arm and however long that's going to take, and then go through a camp to hopefully be able to get his lungs back. And then he already beat Piotr Jan. Merab, I don't know, you're going to fight. Merab could sell, but it's like you can do a revenge for Aljamain Sterling to revenge him after the loss, but I don't think Merab is going to sell. And I don't think Sean O'Malley's first title bout should be about a guy who's just going to try to take him down 10, 50 times and then possibly get hit with the same hit that Aljamain Sterling got hit with. And Sean O'Malley is also the guy. He's the guy. I mean, he's the big name. He's the big name champ that the UFC has been wanting in this bantamweight division. And here, why not let him get the shot? Why not let him call whoever he wants to fight? And you know what? He might fight Merab next, or you know what? Merab might need to wait a little bit longer. And I mean, and then now we're talking about Aljo saying that in 2024 that he wants to fight. He wants his rematch, and we don't know what's going to go on with that because we know about his whole weight cut thing, mostly him wanting to move up after this. This was supposed to be his last fight. And then, of course, Henry Cejudo. I don't think you should get it. I mean, as great he is and whatever, great fighter, great history, but you can't get another title shot after just losing one and jumping to the front of the line. I get it, you're Triple C, but you can't lose a fight and then go to another one. You do have the beef, but it's like, so this guy just gets to lose and gets more title shots. I think that's kind of, I don't really roll with that. And I think just O'Malley, Chito Vera, 2 makes sense right here. And of course the main event, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. I mean, at this point it's just about freaking time. The Conor McGregor return in T-Mobile Arena, and I'm here for it. And now let's get to the Sugar Show card with just Sugar Show O'Malley. So of course, here starting off the card, we're going to have Macy Barber and Lauren Murphy starting off this card. Macy Barber is a dog. Hopefully this fight gives her a championship contender fight. And pretty much with that, Lauren Murphy, hopefully she can get a few more wins. Hopefully she can get a championship push. But here, whoever's here, but I'm going for, this is a Macy Barber push fight for me. And like I said earlier with Bo Nickel, I have him on this card. But here, I have him going against Andre Petroski. And 2 wrestlers, 2 guys that are, Bo Nickel could throw down. Hopefully Andre Petroski can just not get tired. And I think this would be a good fight between 2 young fighters. 2 guys that are going to want to wrestle and possibly just throw down because they don't want to play takedown defense all fight long. And then this fight right here, I could see this fight being a co-main event, and you could slide over Ricky Simon versus Adrian Yanez on the bottom. You can have that. But here, actually, I might change my mind with this, but this could be a potential co-main event right here. Shavkov versus Ian Gary, 2 young guys. Who else in the world is Ian Gary going to fight? Stephen Thompson's not going to fight him. He wants to fight Kamaru Usman. He's 40 freaking years old. He does not want to fight a prospect. He does not. Unless Dana White offers unless they offer him the most money he's ever made. You know what? Just fight Ian Gary. Please, just fight him. That's it. And if he doesn't do it, and I think he already rejected the fight already, and why not do Shavkat? Shavkat was supposed to fight Kevin Gastelum in his first fight moving down, and I think Kevin Gastelum, hope he gets better. I think he had an injury, had to pull out the UFC Noche, which I'm really excited for that. And why not move it to December? Shavkat versus Ian Gary right here, possibly co-main event. But the real co-main event here, I have Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prohaska for the light heavyweight championship. And this right here is probably the most exciting fight. 2 guys. You'll probably have Yuri bring back the samurai sword, and of course Alex Pereira bring in the paint with his, with his ancestry, tribal. I don't really know too much about it, but I mean that is just going to be 2 monsters going at it, and of course Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera to end off the night, the Sugar Show. I mean, comment down below, what do you want? I mean, I know everybody would want the Notorious Sugar show there. Comment down Notorious Sugar show. Comment down which fight do you want to happen? Would you want to see in which card? Make sure you like and subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time with more content. Peace.